important. Yeah. So you just mentioned how when learning golf, how you'll do like 2 out of 3, or you'll do 1 out of 4, or you'll do, you just won't put it all together, right? That's absolutely part of the process of learning golf. I tell everyone it's like that game we play with, like, going through our fingers. You got to do step 1, then step 2, then step 3, then step 4, then step 5. Now, the trick is to create a program where it just goes off smoothly in order. But if it's not going off smoothly, it's critical to understand which part you're missing. So on the next attempt, you can try and do that part better. And that's how you make progress. And so the problem exists if somebody doesn't know what they did wrong, because then they don't know what to try and do better. And if you don't know what to try to do better, then I say you're up the creek without a paddle and a canoe, because then you're like, I don't even know what to do. So that's where the swing catalyst helps so much, because then you're like, okay, it was probably this. And that's where the playing sessions we do help so much, because then when I'm out there with you on the course, I'll tell you, I'll be like, that was your balance. You need to do your balance better on the next one. And then you'll be like, okay. And then, or that was your hand position, or that was your swing plane, or whatever it was. I tell you out there specifically in the moment what went down, so that you know how to respond. And then what happens eventually is all my students end up knowing when they miss why. So then they start correcting themselves like I would, meaning like, oh, Ryan, my coach, he'd probably tell me that I did this wrong. So I'm going to try and do that better on the next one. And oh, wow, I hit it better. Like, and so that's kind of how it happens. And then eventually you get this confidence where you, instead of being fearful of going to the course, like pretty much every golfer on the planet, you feel like, well, even if I go out there and something's going wrong, I'll know what's wrong and I'll know what to do to fix it. So why be concerned? Why be concerned? There's nothing to worry about. I'm going to get out there. I'll know what's wrong. I can fix it. So no worries. That's eventually where you want to get to when you understand it like that. But you're definitely right. In the process, you'll skip steps. You'll miss things. The best thing you can do is just keep trying to put it all together in order, and then try to recognize which one you missed and try and just do that part better on the next shot. And that will lead to it coming together. And it's funny because sometimes it'll come together, Jeremy, where you literally just wake up and it's better. Like, meaning, like, there's been times I was working on something trying to get it, and then like I was like, I'm never gonna get this. And like the irony of God would be like, then the next day it clicked. And it was like, of course. I was like, I thought it was never gonna click. And then that is exactly when it happened. It's the funniest thing. You know what I mean? The old saying is like, it's always darkest before dawn kind of thing. It can be like that sometimes.